Good morning, my honeys. Oh my gosh. Today was the day of the early access sale for the liquid repair oil veil, and it's like it's literally 1-1 right now, 111, which is an angel number, I believe. It's all like the same number. Anyway, today was the early access launch, and I originally wanted it to be last night, but it was like 9 p.m. and I just finished editing the video and I was so exhausted. I was like, you know what, we'll make it in the morning and no problem. But I ended up working until just now, building the final steps of the landing page for the product, which I'll insert a clip here. I'm in love with it. I worked really hard to make this landing page, to capture all the content, the photography, the graphic design, the overall building of it, and to have it locked with password codes. Like, so much work went into it, and I finished it this morning. I got the video uploaded, I created the newsletter, got that out, and now it's done. And we've already had some sales. I'm so grateful for you guys, and I'm so excited for you all to try it out. But anyway, getting back onto the topic of self-care and making sure you're doing the things in your life that fulfill you, I wanted to make sure today was half dedicated to that. So even though the early access happened this morning, I want to make sure the rest of this Saturday, because it is Saturday, it should be my weekend. I shouldn't be working in terms of self-care. I told HoneyBii I want to go downtown today and try to find a cafe to go to, or like a little restaurant for like a early dinner, whatever it may be. Just like treat ourselves to something that's not just working constantly, because we are both very guilty of working throughout the weekend. I'm just using the Parnell Sycamonu cotton pad to cleanse my face this morning, even though it's not in the morning, it's midday. Oh my gosh, how these are really nice. They're really gentle. I'm gonna be using the Parnell. This is not sponsored, by the way. I'm just using it because it's literally like right on my it's right on my counter at my sink, so it's convenient. Not that it isn't a good product, it's just it's convenient right now, which is nice, hydrating and calming and soothing. But I'm gonna be using my Namuraku Japanese milk, I guess you could call it, again today. Just a little bit though. Going in with some of the Pacific Fresh Herb Origin SPF UV. I really want to formulate my own SPF. Oh, it's screaming at me, Flynn. The girl live. Hey, oh, watch your face. Yeah. Hey, I'm getting ready. Both kitties, hi. For my foundation, I am so guilty of just using the Nambanzin No. 3 Porcelain Base Skip Tone Up Cream. It's just so convenient, and it's just so unfortunate that it only comes in one color, white, literally. When will Korean cosmetic brands learn? Like, and this is their best-selling product too. Like, I love the Nambanzin brand, but come on, like, especially if you're marketing to a global audience, like, let's go, like, with the color options. Goodness. I'm like unsure about how blonde I am right now. Like, it's so blonde. I'm like, ooh, this is just a lot. This is a lot. But I'm like, kind of like, should I try to keep it? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'll tone it down a little bit, because it does feel like super blonde. And I feel like when I'm super blonde, it looks like kind of washes me out, especially if I don't have makeup on. Anyway, I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup at my vanity, and then I will tune back in when we are headed downtown for our little self-care date day. We have arrived downtown Austin to Love Supreme Pizza. It's like a wine bar / stone oven pizza place, and it's really good. I really like it. I've been here once before back in the summertime and really enjoyed it, so I'm happy to come back here again and enjoy some stone oven pizza. Yum, yum, yum. One of the things that have driven HoneyBii and I a little insane since we moved to Texas is we have not been able to find Hawaiian pizza anywhere. Like, no grocery store has Hawaiian pizza, which is shocking because Hawaii is like America. And in Canada, you can get Hawaiian pizza like everywhere. Love Supreme has like a Hawaiian pizza called the Aloha, and it's got like pineapple and ham on it, and it's so good. I'm really happy. We finally get to have Hawaiian pizza again. It's been over a year, I kid you not, since we last had a Hawaiian pizza. We have arrived at Cape Ballroom, which is somewhere I've been to only once before when my sister was visiting me, literally 8 months ago. I can't believe it's been that long, but I'm happy to be here again because it's a really nice, like, vibey atmosphere wine bar, and it's small and like doesn't get like too busy, and it's just like it's nice vibes. So we're here and we're gonna enjoy some wine, a little self-care day, do the things that we enjoy, and it's been phenomenal so far. I'm really glad that we're doing this. Good morning, my honeys! My early access sale for the liquid repair oil veil is coming to a close. This is the final 24 hours, and I can't believe how well responsive you guys have been. We have almost sold out, not completely, so we still have enough bottles for the public access launch. I got more formula on the way so that I can fill up the bottles. I actually do the filling here at the house because a little behind the scenes, if I was to get the bottles filled and shipped from the supplier directly, it would have been so much more expensive just because of the weight of the bottles. One of the things I want to mention that like I didn't know going into this is I always wanted all my products and my future products to be glass bottles, but that is so expensive, not to get it made, but to ship the bottles. I've always had this impression that glass is better for the environment, but in fact it's actually not, because of the cost of fuel to ship the bottles anywhere in the world is just so much more expensive than if you were to use recycled plastic. So I think with all the future products that I'm going to make really soon, I'm gonna switch over to eco-friendly plastic instead of natural glass, just to save on not only like the environment by using recycled plastics, but also to save on the environment by reducing our ecological footprint in terms of fuel consumption to ship such items. I've spent most of the morning just preparing all the shipping labels, and now I'm just moving on to the step of shipping all the orders that you guys gave in for the early access sale. It is like 12 o'clock. I started this at like 9:30 a.m. I've been at it for hours, but I'm just so grateful, and I want to thank you guys so much for supporting my first ever product that I've formulated myself and designed myself. I am so grateful for you guys, and I thank you guys for the support, because like this is all just me. Like everything is just me, like the packing, the shipping, the formulating, the design, like everything is me. And I think that's like kind of something that I feel special about. And it feels so much more special to me than if I was to just like collaborate with a brand and come out with like an exclusive product. From nothing to arriving at your door is 100% me. And it just like, I thank you guys so much for supporting that, because it's a lot and it means so much to me. Okay, it is 3 p.m. 3 p.m. and we just got home, settled down, and time to eat lunch. So again, another day, like 9 a.m. until now was just pretty much strictly dedicated to fulfilling orders, which blows my mind because there's always so many things I need to get done. But anyway, I just want to tune in and let you guys know what I'm having for lunch today. Today is an easy day because where is the time? But I am just having one of those microwavable meals. This one is the Saffron Road butter chicken, and then I added some broccoli into it as well, so I have a little bit of vegetables. This is like one of my favorite go-to meals where I need something like quick and easy and I just don't feel like cooking or preparing something. I wanted to tell you guys something a little bit different from like what my vlogs have been recently, but something happened last night which really like scared me. Like, I was actually scared. Ever since we moved to America and moved to Texas and moved to being in a house, I've always been a little bit like uneasy about the idea of living in a house and not living in a condo, simply because of security. And last night something happened that is just something that can happen when you have a house. And like, over my lifetime, like, things like this happened living in a house with my parents and yada yada. But anyway, we went to the gym last night around like 8 p.m. and when we came back it was like 9 p.m. and last night was Super Bowl Sunday, so we were expecting our neighborhood to have like a lot of parties, and it was pretty quiet. There was like a few cars on the road that indicated people had guests over, but otherwise it was pretty quiet. So HoneyBii and I were just preparing to like shower and have a bath after the gym and just watch some Lord of the Rings, not the Super Bowl, Lord of the Rings. I know, I love it. And I went into the kitchen to start making tea, and I noticed that my bamboo plant had fallen off the ledge of the window and onto the floor and was spilled everywhere, and Haru was checking it out. So I assumed he knocked it over, which maybe he did. So I went over and started cleaning up the floor, and like on the window I hear a pow, like a big crash and a bang, and the window like shook, and it was like dark and night. I couldn't see a thing. And I was scared. It made me jump, and it made Haru and Flynn like skitter away and like run. And I was scared. I was like, what the heck was that? And then like maybe half a minute later it happened again, and it really, really scared me. And I was like, oh my God, someone's like throwing something at the window in our backyard. And so I went over, HoneyBii was in the shower, so I went over and I was like, something scary is happening, like I'm scared, something scary is happening, like something's hitting on the window in the backyard. So he comes out in a towel. I give him a flashlight and he goes out in the backyard and investigates, and there's nothing there. But I kid you not, something was hitting the window, like, and it was like a hard item, like as if someone was like smashing something hard on the window. Like it was like a pop and a crack and like the shaking sound. And I was really scared for like probably a couple hours after that, because like, what the heck, like what was that? Anyway, so HoneyBii was out in the backyard like investigating, and he did see like a couple rocks that were unusual to the rocks we have in our backyard. So we think what we've deduced is maybe someone was angry about the score of the Super Bowl, like God forbid sports. I just like, what? And maybe they threw a rock out of frustration and it just so happened to like hit our window. But still, like, anyways, it just was really scary, and it kind of reminded me again of like, yes, you have a house, and having a house is amazing and super grateful, even though we're just renting. But like, these kind of things happen when you have like a house, right? Unlike when you live in a condo, you have security and stuff, and you are on floors, and these kind of things just don't really happen. So that was really scary for me, and it kind of reminded me of like my unease of being in a house. So I bought these potatoes like 2 weeks ago, and I looked at them and they're starting to like sprout a little too much for my liking. And I was just like, I'm just gonna make potato au gratin for the first time without following a recipe list. And now I literally just have potato au gratin ready to go. So we're gonna have that. I also made some mashed potatoes just in case the potato au gratin turned out bad, and some leftover mille-feuille soup. And then I just put like 2 random frozen pieces of Japanese mackerel in the oven. And I don't know what was happening. I'm like, are we having Japanese or are we eating just straight up French today? Anyway, we're gonna eat this, watch the second Lord of the Rings movie on Netflix, and enjoy the rest of the night. Good morning, my honeys. It is another day. Pardon. The launch has happened for the liquid repair oil veil. We officially launched to the public, and I can't believe the response you guys gave the product. I am so grateful. Thank you so much, everyone, for supporting. What are these sounds? Oh, so come on in. All right. Thank you all so much for supporting my first ever skincare product. I am just so blown away by how much support you guys have given it. And I'm so excited to see where Glow Atelier as a skincare brand goes in the future. I'm just blown away. I am blown away. So I just want to say thank you to you guys. Thank you so much. And that it's here. The Liquid Repair Oil Veil is officially here and anybody can get their hands on it. Again, this was not an easy product to develop and it took a total of 9 months to finalize everything. And that is not just simply the formula, that's the packaging. And I think the biggest thing about developing this skincare product was simply getting the packaging right and getting the packaging here. But it's here at last and I am just so unbelievably excited, grateful, and so looking forward to the future of Glow Atelier.